lights.
So we've got older 66 got the inside line, so if he can get a decent start and get a nose in there, he should be able to eke his way in.
Because Alacon is right behind and 66 is right behind, but I think the weight bias that's been applied is certainly affecting them. And 6 lights. And away we go. Lloyd gets a poor start. 66 is immediately able to bounce on him. Alacon is also going through, who is a championship contender. Icaponi and Favell. Icaponi is trying to defend from someone down the inside. I think everyone's making it through fairly. Oh, and Lloyd is gone. Oh, he just saved it. He'll be frustrated. He'll be frustrated. He needs to watch out for that Civic coming back on. That Civic's gone. Oh, and there's a bit of a turn again. Lloyd just needs to make it through unscathed. Godfrey and Favell having a bit of a ding-dong. Lloyd going down the inside of Godfrey. Godfrey's getting the run, but Lloyd is under attack from Biggerstaff. 66 has got the race lead. Alacon is second. Il Capone in third. And Biggerstaff just completely wipes out Lloyd. Completely wipes him out. And that's Lloyd down into P15. That segment of PNTCC literally sums up Lloyd's championship, and I think Biggerstaff has been taken out by Coulson there, because I know for a fact that Coulson and Lloyd are in a VC together. So I got a funny feeling Coulson has completely wiped out Lloyd. Lloyd's got it all to do now. At the front of the grid we've got Alacon and 66. But that is literally Jamski's championship in a nutshell. Alacon pressing 66 now. 66 got a pretty poor drive in through sector 3. And away Alacon pushes. That's a good hood. That's a good one. Reverse grid and glory. Let's hope so, but the problem is the sort of drivers that are there that took him out, if you know what I mean. So there's really no guarantee for Lloyd here. He just needs to get as many points as he can now to get it going. Those Hyundais are obscene. Yeah, they've got a 10 kilo ballast on as well, and they're still pulling away. But then Il Capone's locking up the rear left there. Favell is really trying to get on the charge. Jay Skyring trying to get on the back of Zilla, who has made an absolute epic start from last place to P6. Oh, and someone's gone off in the back there, McRae. And you know me, Lloyd's going to be able to pounce on that. I think Lloyd will be able to get past McRae pretty easily. As we go back to Skyring, we're in the helicopter, watching him chase down Zilla. The Hyundai versus... Is it the Golf or Polo? I think it's a Polo actually, isn't it? No, it's a Golf. It is a Golf GTI. Need 30 min. Seto weight helps. Oh, really? Weight helps. I thought I'd just make it a bit slower in a straight line. And Jay. What's Jay doing? And Jay has now got behind Lloyd, so I'm not quite sure. I think Jay's just giving Lloyd a position to try and help with the championship points. That's very kind of them, but after Lloyd gets past Naomi, I'm not really sure what they're going to be able to do. Lloyd just needs to keep his head nice and calm and collected, be smart with his overtakes, doing the right area, get the drive the circuit the way that he knows he can. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final round of the Season 3 of the PNTCC, or the Pretty Ninja Touring Car Cup, as its longer name may suggest. And tonight's race was effectively going to be the race for P3, but Jay Lloyd has got P3 in the bag already. Simply because the two drivers that were in the battle with him for P3 aren't in. So Lloyd is our P3, J Cole is P2 for the championship. 66 has already won the championship, and 66 just moves in second place in practice there. Skyring moves into P3. The lap times are relatively close. We've got quite a few slow mobiles towards the back end of the grid. But yeah, it's currently just still in free practice. So yeah, this is basically just the run-of-the-mill sort of proceedings tonight. There's no real championship battles going on for the last race of the tournament. Maybe the battle for P6 between Paul and Skyring. Skyring's in, Paul's in. So there is a battle there. Godfrey is also kind of in the mix for that one. So the battle for P6, 7 and 8. And is Godfrey in? Godfrey isn't in, so no, not including Godfrey in that. So that's effectively it. Yeah, so it's the battle for P6 effectively in this championship today. So we have quite a few drivers in by the looks of it. We have 19 cars altogether, 22 registered, 19 racing. So we'll head over trackside to keep an eye on the action. We are watching Lloyd right now. But let's see who else is in. So here's our championship winner for Season 3, 66. And there is a vote to kick in progress for YT, who I don't see anymore. So KYT is currently being voted to kick. What I might have to do, just in case, let's find out what the server admin is. And Godfrey is in the server. Okay. So this is a full race lineup tonight then, to finish off the PNTCC. So it's a very busy road, and people, yeah, will want to be near the front, and 66 is eating as much Curva Grande as possible. And what I will quickly do is just go to that. Cool, there's that one. So whilst I just quickly do this thing a moment, let me talk to you about our 4-hour endurance race at Donington Park on a Sette Corsa Competizione. Free to enter, completely free. It's on Saturday the 23rd of September. It's in aid of reaching or raising funds for Race Against Dementia, and hopefully we'll hit our £500 target. At the moment, no, it's not looking likely, if I'm frank about it. We've not got many sign-ups to this event, so the more we can get in, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Go. So right, got that sorted out there. Let's just hide that again and head back to the broadcast. So I just logged in as an admin, so if there were any issues tonight, I can rectify them there and then. So Godfrey's down in P20 right now. I think that's purely because they're not able to get a clean lap time in. There's Paul, there is Godfrey. In the PNR All Baguette No Regret Peugeot. PNTCC livery. Do not trust the brakes. And Godfrey moves up to P9. So not quick enough. Godfrey needs to finish higher than Paul today to get anything out of this championship, as we look at all the cars in the running order. Yeah, we got 23 registered drivers by the looks of it. 23. Absolutely crazy. But now it's just the gentle wait now to see who can get P1 in qualifying, and the track is going to be busy. So the fast boys like Lloyd, 66, look like Skyring got a decent lap in there as well. All need to try and pull out a good lap time when they can. Qualifying's just started now. We can see cars trying to get out early, and they need to. We can see all of them just trying to get out of the pits. Cars all over the place. So it's the battle for P6, which is Jay Skyring here. And it actually looks like we're racing already. In fact, that car's a side by side all the way up the hill. Godfrey wants a little bit of this action as well. 66 is making his way through. He just wants to clear road. He knows he's quick. I'm not sure who is first out. It must be Colin. But Lloyd, very cleverly, is sat towards the back. And here we go, as Jay Skyring is about to start his first flying lap. Oh, not quite getting it stopped quick enough. And now it's being attacked down the inside by Paul. He's having to let the Cupra go. Jay's just pulling off there. So no luck for Jay. Lloyd has just come over the timing line and has got plenty of space at the back. So everyone's battling for track position, when the reality is, if you just wait a couple of seconds, you're more than likely going to get plenty of circuit to be able to race on, or to be able to get your fastest lap on. So we should start seeing the first lap times coming through. Evening back on the big screen at work. Hiya Lemon, how you doing, dude? And Paul goes fastest right now. Favell into second, Taylor into third, Godfrey into fourth. Solbeck, 66, moves into P1 for 109.8. Very rapid there by 66. Sankin moves into P2. Cole moves into P3. Where is Lloyd going to go? P2 with a 109. Oh, there's only 200th of a second in it between 66 and Lloyd. But now it's Skyring. This is now Skyring's fast lap. This is for the battle for P6 in the championship against Paul. So he needs to get a 110.5 or better to get a good chance of finishing ahead of Paul. There's only 2 points in it in the championship. A couple of cars gone off. Are they going to stay out of the way? They are. That's great. But does Jay feel like he's being impeded here? Maybe. Godfrey moves up to P7. Oh wow, I do not know what happened to that Cupra there. But they just disappeared under braking. And Skyring moves up to P5. So just ahead of Paul by 0.4 of a second. Only 1/100th of a second behind Cole. So the top 5 drivers are split by 0.03 of a second. Or 0.3, sorry. Who else? Godfrey is also in the running for P6. He is currently on 44 points. He's a little bit more behind. It's 9 points behind Paul, but anything can happen in this. Power goes over the line to go into P12. Oh, Godfrey having to lock up there because of the Audi. But does move up to just behind Paul, only half a second. And that could simply be braking, so Godfrey's clearly got a bit of pace about them this evening. Let's go have a look at the VW. Or Socato? Can't pronounce it right. I know what I'm trying to say, but it's just not coming out. I'm tired. Socchetto. It's not working. Sock. That's what you're going to be called because I just don't have the energy levels. Maya moves into P11. It just sounds lethargic, doesn't it, the GTI? It does sound very lethargic. But Season 4 will be done with the British Touring Cars here on the Wilson Series website. So make sure you keep an eye out for that in our Discord. It's going to be a couple of weeks away. Maybe after we've done our 4-hour event and we'll start using Monday nights leading up to the 4-hour event for ACC events. That's what's kind of on my mind. Because I also need to practice how to stream on ACC, you see. But who have we got? Lloyd is still just behind 6.6. Sarkini is in 3rd. Paul moves up to 4th ahead of Cole, so Paul has found some time. And so has Skyring. Look at that. From P3 to P8. We're talking 0.3 of a second. 0.3 between 3rd to 8th. And qualifying's done, so Lloyd is in P2. Needs to make sure he gets a very good start here, otherwise you're going to get swamped. There is going to be utter carnage, however. Can Godfrey improve the lap time? No, he cannot. And here is... Oh, and Saikin pulls out into the pit box. Mayer's coming around the top now in the Cupra. And there is still Colin on track as well, who is just ambling about really. Very tight field. So there goes Mayo over the timing line, and that ends our qualifying session. So 66 in P1, Lloyd in P2, Sakin, in P3, not Sakini. Paul in 4th, Cole in 5th, Skyring in 6th, Favell in 7th, Godfrey in 8th, Power in 9th, Meyer in 10th, Bong in 11th, Sobek in 12th, Taylor 13th, Socachetto in 14th, Biggerstaff 15th, Fasalo in 16th, Pantoni in 17th, Colin in 18th, Damblon in 19th, Brenka in 20th, and Buzas 21st. Mirales in 22nd. But still, when you think about it, between P1 and P22, we are only talking 4 seconds. Not even 4 seconds. So this is a properly tight field. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really congested. It's going to be really tricky to make gains around this circuit. There's going to be a lot of bumping. There's going to be a lot of probably T-boning. There's going to be a lot of lunges. This is going to be a messy race for round 1. And round 2 is not going to be much better when the faster drivers are at the back. So we are just waiting for the green lights. Remember, we've got 2 rounds. Round 1 is qualifying grid. Round 2 is full reverse grid, which will be carnage. So we're just waiting for the lights now. Here they are. 1. Once it starts. First light, second light, third light, fourth light, fifth light, sixth light. And away we go for round 1. Lloyd has got a drive through for the jump start. This is not great for Lloyd at all. Oh no, that's race 1 pretty much over and done with for Lloyd. As everyone made it through the first corner. Everyone's made it through the first corner. Can you believe it? 22 cars have made it round the first corner of Donington. But can they make it around the old hairpin? Lloyd has backed right out there. Oh, and there is a car that's off. That's Mayer. Mayer is losing lots of positions there, and Power. And, well, Collins just down anyway. Power, Mayer, Taylor, Toccaccetto, Branca. It was going to happen somewhere. It was going to happen somewhere. So, the battle for P6 is on. Paul is in P5. Skyring is chasing in P7. Godfrey is in P8. But Godfrey could still get P7 away from Skyring depending on how the results go. So, it's a very busy old race here. And Godfrey lunges down the inside of Skyring. Brilliant move there by the all but get no regret. Peugeot. The only Peugeot on the field, ladies and gentlemen. The only Peugeot. The lonely Peugeot. And Lloyd is in the pits doing their drive-through. Should be pit cleared any moment now. There we go, drive-through taken. Rejoins the track in a heavily congested area. But brilliant move by Godfrey, who is on the charge already. Skyring, I don't think Skyring realises really what's at stake here. Difference between P7 and P8. Oh, and a car just got run out. It was a VW. I think that was Biggerstaff. Yeah. Biggerstaff just lost the rear end on the braking. So that's going to help a lot of drivers. Lloyd is now back up to P14. And Skyring, or Godfrey rather, is attacking Favell down the inside. He gets that. He really does enjoy that move there down into the chicane. Great move again by Godfrey. Fastest lap goes to Saikin in P2. And Godfrey has got Favell climbing all over his rear end. And I think Skyring has definitely seen the effects of picking the Hyundai with its weight ballast. But 66 seems to be making it work somehow. And there goes a lot of drivers going off at the old hairpin then. Godfrey still trying to push on. Favell's only 4 tenths behind. As you can see, Skyring is just behind them as well. Trying to get on the rear bumper, just carrying a little bit too much speed through. You want to make sure that your exit speed's high, not necessarily your entry speed. Skyring kind of weave in to just try and get into the head of Favell. They managed to get the car braked. Oh, and there is a car gone round there. That's our P2 driver. Has gone around. Not quite sure what's happened there. Probably a tap from Paul, or maybe just a bit of contact with 66. They didn't look that close. As we go back on board with Jay Skyring. Heading down to the old hairpin. Lots of lock up there. That's Cole in the orange Alpha. You can see that the Hyundai's just struggling for pace a little bit, but if Jay keeps it nice and clean, anything can happen. Godfrey runs wide. Fabel runs even more wide. It's going to allow Jay Sky, if he gets his corner right, he's going to have to run on them. Brilliantly done. Keep on the power. Keep on. Yeah, not quite. It's just having to let off. 5 minutes left of the race to go. And Taylor's just moved past Biggerstaff to get into P19. And Favell has just set a 110.6, so these front runners are properly going for it. I think everyone can sniff the blood in P3 of J. Cole right now, who is holding on under the pressure. So we go up the hill. Jay Taylor disconnects from the server. Down in P20, DNF. And there is the gaggle. 4 cars in the battle for P3. Godfrey needs to start making some move. Jay Sky, on the other hand. Oh, he looked super close. He seems to really close the gap up, but he just gets such a poor exit out of the corner. He needs to try and do it the other way around. Good exit out of the final corner, but I don't think it's going to be enough for a lunge into T1. Yeah. Just needs to keep it going. Oh, and Favell's gone wide. Is he going to let Skyring have the position he is? Doesn't really have much of a choice there. Very good driving by those two. Godfrey still hasn't quite caught up to Cole. 3 minutes left of the race to go. Lloyd has got themselves back up to P12 after starting P2. Branco has just moved up to P16. Bouzas has just set a personal best. And Colin is off the circuit around T1. It looks to me. Yeah. T1 as our race leader with 2 laps remaining. It's just coming around the final corner to start the penultimate lap, and Cole ran massively wide there. So is Godfrey and even Skyring. Skyring's just at 1 second a lap faster time. Godfrey's trying to go around the outside. He's squeezing Cole down the inside, a bit of rubbing. Oh, and that was a bit silly by both. That was a bit silly by both then. Favell and Skyrim make their way through. Cole was in the sand. Godfrey was there. Cole just didn't quite give Godfrey the space. And in the end, got himself turned. Godfrey had nowhere to go. You can't be annoyed about that one. Godfrey was there the whole time. So Jay Skyring, after sitting in P5, 6, is now into P3, which is really helping the battle for P6 in the championship between Paul Skyring and Godfrey. Cole is safe. Cole has got P2 in the championship in the bag. Is absolutely fine. He's got no problems. 66 is our race winner, a championship winner, and Lloyd has got P3 pretty much. Well, he has got it in the bag. With all the points that he'll get from these 2 races. So Skyring just needs to keep their heads clean, and in fact I think there's going to be one more lap after this as well, because 66 is definitely going to cross the line before the end of this timing board. So there's going to be one more lap after this. Skyring comes across the line to start the last lap of the race. Or not to start their last lap of the race. And look at that. Godfrey only 1/10 quicker than Favel. Can he do the same thing to Favel they did earlier in the race? Outbrake them into the chicane. As up the hill we come. Lloyd still in P11 after having to do a drive-through, so a great recovery drive really from them. Mayer down in P14, not having the best of races today. The 66 is coming up to the timing line. Is Godfrey gonna have a go on Favel? I think not. No, definitely not. So it's not going to happen. So 66 comes over the line, take P1. Paul in P2. Skyring gets P3. Favel gets P4 with Godfrey only 1/10 behind. Saikin takes P6 after an incident earlier in the race. Bong takes P7. Patani in 8th. Sobek in 9th. Cole takes P10 after getting themselves turned. From what it looked like. Lloyd gets P11 after a great recovery drive. Sock gets P12. Mayer gets P13. Merlis' span just before in the braking zone. So Damblon gets P14. Merlis gets P15. Biggerstaff across the line for 16. Bouzas in 17th. Brenker in 18th. Colin in 19th. Power in 20th. Valesso in 21st and Taylor DNF'd. So how does that affect the standings in the championship? Well, I believe if I look at the points, if there's a 3-point difference between Skyring's position there and Paul's position at the end of the race, Skyring would have just pipped ahead into P6. So let me have a quick look. There is a 3-point gap between 3rd and 4th. Interesting. But to get points, you have to get into the top 10 for these races. I'm not quite sure when that changed. It should be points in all positions, really. But okay. So yeah. So currently, if my maths is quick and correct, which it is not always quick, but it's usually correct, J Sky is ahead of Paul by 1 point. Just a singular point. Godfrey, however, now sadly is pretty much out of the running for 6th. There's not really any chance unless Paul and Skyring finish without points and Godfrey miraculously finishes in the top 3, which can happen. That's the only way that Godfrey can get P6. So that was race 1. Not too bad, really, was it? Not a bad race. It was cleaner than I thought it was going to be. T1 was a hell of a lot cleaner than I thought it was going to be. The old hairpin doing what it does best, causing carnage. Because everyone thinks, oh, I got through T1. I can just have it go down here at the bottom of the hill. No, cold tyres, nah, no go. So we're just waiting now for race 2 to start. And in the meantime, if you're brand new to the channel, hello, my name is Anders. I'm the founder of Pretty Ninja Racing. I've been building this community now for, I don't know, however many years now, 3 or so years. So yes, we are hosting a event 23rd of September. It's a 4-hour mini endurance race on Assetto Corsa Competizione. Doesn't matter how good you are or if it's your first ever endurance race ever, it'll be a really good experience for you. But it's in aid of raising funds for Race Against Dementia, the charity set up by Sir Jackie Stewart after his wife got diagnosed. And you can either do it as a 2-man team or 2-driver team, sorry, or on your Todd for 4 hours. It's just a bit of fun. I will be streaming the race live on the 23rd from start to finish. And we should be all wrapped up and done around about 6 PM BST. So it gives the rest of your evening to do whatever you like. So we are just waiting for the last race of the series. Very last one for season 2. And we got Fasalo in P1 in the Peugeot. Not the only Peugeot, sorry, is our Godfrey. So yeah, it's so warm in here. Very, very warm in here. Oh wow, there's a lot of bugs on my window with the lights and stuff. That's not cool. Might change the light. It might look a bit funny on the stream later, but we'll go with it. There we go. Okay, so we're just waiting for our 6 lights now. So here they are. Let's see if we can get a good start. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 light, 6 lights, and someone's in the pits. And away we go, lights out for race 2 of the PNTCC round 10 at Donington National. Are we going to get a clean T1 like in round 1? Race 1, sorry. And it doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Looks like there were 4 cars abreast going into T1 there. That was never going to work. Lloyd being a victim there. Cole and 66 being a victim. And Skyring. Good news for Paul. Godfrey is up to P10. So Godfrey needs to start making some moves. As we're going up the hill. I'm not sure why Godfrey let off there. I think he could have been a little more aggressive and just kept the power on. As Godfrey's having to weave through all of the positions here, trying to get past Brenker, who is trying to push cars left, right and centre, and another car's gone wide. A lot of cars are going all over the place here. Big old collision. Godfrey has made it through up to P5. Massive scene at the back there. I think that's our Lloyd. That's got some heavy damage or being caught in the carnage, maybe. But Godfrey is up to P5. Another car has gone off into... Bigger stuff has just made their way through. Falesso is now down to P2 after running wide in P1. Godfrey P5, Cole P6, Paul P7. Skyring is P9. Skyring needs to keep them points going. And it's just absolute carnage. What's going on here? Cole's just been nudged off by Favell, by the looks of it. So Paul is... Where is Paul? There's Paul. Okay. And 6 lights. Yeah, the OBS completely crashed there, so sorry about that. Waffy missed quite a lot. The driving standards in race 2 have been pretty poor. And that's calling it politely. Paul is on a mission and moves up into P2. Colin in P3, Godfrey in P4, Skyring in P5. Paul needs to get as many points as they possibly can ahead of Skyring. And at the moment that's looking most likely as Godfrey takes a bit of a hit from Colin. Race 2 is definitely more aggressive and crazy. And Godfrey and Skyring are stuck. Paul has managed to just barge their way through. And Paul is chasing down Biggerstaff, and this is going to be an easy move to make as Biggerstaff's run is really bad out of the old hairpin. Really not a good run. And Paul goes on through. Godfrey is there. Skyring is still trying to battle their way through. As Godfrey and Colin run wide, Skyring should be able to just get through nice and easily here. And up into P3, Skyring goes. I'm not quite sure how this is going to affect the championship at the end. Sadly, it doesn't auto-update. We have to approve the settings ourselves. And Skyring and Godfrey are side by side still, but Skyring should get a much better exit there. Skyring just needs to get his head down, drive his racing line, get moving. 66 has moved into P4. Ahead of Godfrey, Paul is now pulling away. But I'm not really sure how this affects the championship. Absolute carnage there. Colin is just something possessed. I'm not sure what Colin's trying to do here. It's pretty reckless as Favell is now making their way past. It's got the inside line. Oh, and who's gone off there? Biggerstaff is gone. Just lost the rear end under braking. Just completely went on him. But here is the battle for P2. As 66 moves into P2. Now can they catch Paul up? That's the one question. Paul is currently doing 109s, or did a 109 in the last lap. But Skyring really needs 66 to help him out here in regards to championship points. You get 25 for P1, 18 for P2, and 15 for P3. So actually, this is pretty much Paul's to lose now. As Maya and Bong fall down the order, Lloyd is in P7. Absolute carnage. But yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say. Godfrey is still heavily on the back of Skyring. Everyone else is fairly spread out. Bong, Biggerstaff and Maya all having a battle for P11. J. Cole is disconnected after being down in P20. Not a good race 2 for Cole, but it doesn't matter. He's got P2 in the championship, which does matter. .66 has just set the fastest lap of the race. I don't think it's going to be enough now, though. 3 seconds behind Paul. Paul's pretty much got this in the bag. And Bong misses the braking point. Luckily manages to miss everyone else as well. Which is pretty handy. As Fasalo makes their way through. One car's gone into the dirt. Brenker. on, Fasalo. Clearly has the brake bias a little bit too far back. That was a really unsafe rejoin. Luckily doesn't affect anyone. But Skyry and Godfrey towards the end of the race and now all over the rear end of 66. But this isn't really going to make any matter, even if Skyring does finish P2. Paul will finish in P6 in the championship. Possibly even higher, actually. Possibly even higher, depending. Yeah, in fact, it will be higher. It will be higher than that. He could finish P4. So there's actually the battle for P4 in the championship, really. And Skyring's looking down the inside of 66. And 66 has just got so much drive out of that car. Nothing Skyring can do there. All Baguette, no regret. Looks to try and pinch position. Paul takes P1. 66 is going to take P2. Skyring in P3. Godfrey in P4. Vavel in P5. Lloyd moving to P6 after getting caught in all the carnage in race 2. Boozer getting P7. Power is in P8. Mayer, sorry, in P9. Decent result there for Mayer. Zoc P10. Colin P11. Bong P12. Biggerstaff P13. Vassallo P14. Branca will finish P15. Sobek in 16th. Damblon, even though they've got quite a bit to go, will most likely finish in P17 because Pontoni is in the pits already. And Sakini has finished in P19. Not a good race for Saikin. So that was carnage. Absolute carnage today. Absolute carnage. Oh dear. Oh, that was something, said Shamsky in the chat. That certainly was something. That was absolute carnage. Right, I'm going to look a little bit funny now because the light is now behind. I've turned off the main one because all the bugs would literally swarm in this window. That spider's very happy right now for the amount of food that I have given it. But that is it for the PNTCC for a few weeks. It won't restart now until after the 23rd of September. So first round will be on the 25th of September. It will probably be 8 sessions long. Jamsky said Password Protect Season 3. I'm agreeing. I'd rather have lower numbers and drivers that follow our ways than what I saw this evening. That was just a bit all over the place, really. Yes, but it won't start for a good while yet. Monday nights from now on will be ACC nights, ready for our 4-hour endurance event on the 23rd. If you haven't signed up, make sure you check up on the links in the description below, as we've still got plenty of spaces left. Too many for my liking, if I'm honest. But either way, it will be a good event, even if there's not many on. If you've never done an endurance race before and you're looking to do an ACC endurance race, this will be a really good one to get started on. It's very chilled, very relaxed. Yeah, very, very nice. So to give you the layout, it's 15 minutes starting from 1 PM British summertime. 15-minute practice, 45-minute qualifying, and then a 4-hour race. Okay, so until next time, which will be Wednesday for the next round of the Ultimate Sim Racer, which is going to be at Dragon Trail in the Formula Indy Light vehicle. So we're doing our first Formula cars in the Ultimate Sim Racer. You can get involved in that if you join our Discord. You need a password to join this said league because it is quite a serious one. Pardon me. So make sure you click our Discord link. If you're watching this on WSS, make sure you hit our Discord link in the actual in the kind of tabs above, or hit the Discord link in the description below. Until next time, I've been your host, I've been Anders. Look after yourselves, and look forward to seeing you, hopefully, for the PNTCC Season 3 in a few weeks' time. But until next time, I'll see you later. So look after yourselves, behave, try and have a good week, and I'll see you in a little while. Bye bye.